and I went to jail, and now I got another one, and I'm going back to jail. I don't do it again. I just went for this though, like literally I just was in jail for the same thing, and I paid money to get out.
May 2nd. I'm sorry. May 2nd.
Arraignment.
Yeah. And it was a $2,000 bond? Is that what he's got? Miss Mack? Miss Mack, because you're here today, I'm going to make that a $2,000 signature bond, okay? So you'll be able to sign. They'll still take you in, but you'll be able to sign out, okay? It means a lot to the court that you're here, okay?
I'm just passing it on to them so that they know to write on it.
But Ms. Mack, just make sure that you appear when you're supposed to appear in court, okay?
So I have court in Crestview and here?
No, it was just Judge Schlechter here, so they'll let you know. Stay in touch with Mr. Morrow. He'll make sure that you know what's going on with the misdemeanor court too. It may be a different defender, but they'll let you know when you're supposed to be there. But you're supposed to be in front of me on June 12th at 9 o'clock, okay?
Would the court appoint our office on that misdemeanor case?
I do.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Mr. Clark.
Yes, sir.
All right, next from the gallery, Your Honor. I have Early White, Jr.
Who represents Mr. White?
Judge, Mr. White was represented by Mr. Flowers. A motion to withdraw was granted on Monday.
Okay. So Mr. White is pro se. Do we have a case number for Mr. White?
1779.
1779? Okay. Does the state have an offer for Mr. White?
Judge, Mr. White scores a significant amount of prison time based on his priors.
Mr. White, do you wish for me to appoint the public defender if you qualify financially?
Yeah, please, yeah.
Okay. How much money do you make per month?
I quit my job. Cause I can't, you know what I mean? I can't
I can't hear you.
I quit my job, you know what I mean? 'Cause I gotta find another job. I need to appoint me a lawyer.
Okay. How long have you been unemployed?
Since I left the court, Monday.
Since Monday?
Yeah.
How much were you making per month
I think it was about
before you quit?
at least about $3,500.
$3,500?
Yeah.
You may not qualify for the public defender,
That was-
Mr. White. You can fill out a financial affidavit, but at that amount of money, fill out the financial affidavit. If the clerk says you don't qualify financially, then appeal it at the bottom and let the judge look at it, okay? Because we have more latitude.
Yeah.
But at this point, just verbally, I can't grant it based on that. You saying I quit your job
Yeah. 'Cause,
as of Monday, and you were
Yeah,
making
'cause I can't.
$3,500 before that.
you know, ever since I got this choice, right, I've been going down, you know?
Yes, sir. So, Mr. White, fill that out before you leave the courthouse, turn it in to the clerk, and I'll see you back here on June 12th at 9 o'clock. If you don't qualify for an attorney, if you come back on the 12th without an attorney, you'll be representing yourself. I'll be looking at heading toward a VOP hearing.
Judge, this is not a VOP.
Oh, it's a new case.
Yes, Judge. This case has been going on for quite a while. It's a driving license suspended. At this point, I think the case needs to get set for the July 10th pretrial, but at that point, the state's going to be asking me to go to trial. It's
Okay.
pretty clear-cut case, Judge.
Mr. White, different thing. I thought it was a VOP case.
No.
Since it's a new case, July 10th at 9 o'clock. If you come without an attorney, then the state's going to be asking to go to trial. We'll be scheduling it for trial at the end of, in July. I'm wondering about doing setting it before July 10th where I can do a Feretta hearing.
Judge, Mr. White has known about this motion to withdraw for quite a while now.
Right.
He had appeared a couple times now for this motion to withdraw, so that it might be beneficial.
Okay. Mr. White, what I'm going to do is the next time I want to see you is June 12th. No, June 22nd. June 22nd at 9 o'clock. Okay, so all those other dates, forget those. June 22nd at 9 o'clock. At that time, if you don't have an attorney, I've got a lot of questions I want to ask you, but you're going to be representing yourself if you don't hire an attorney, if you don't qualify for the public defender. So I want to talk to you then. If I find that you're representing yourself, then we'll come back on July 10th, and then we'll be heading for trial at the end of July. Okay? So fill that out, turn it into the clerk, see if you get a public defender. If you don't, in any event, I'll see you on June 22nd at 9 o'clock. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
May I take over?
Yes, sir.
All right, MA next, and I'll bring females first, Jasmine Williams. Ms. Williams.
Hello, Ms. Williams.
Your Honor, this is Ms. Williams. My understanding, talking to Mr. McKinney, is that we were waiting on a report from Dr. Zeman. So I would ask the court to put Ms. Williams on the June 12th docket. Dr. Zeman is usually pretty quick with these, so first available date in June.
Okay. So June 12th at 9 o'clock. I'll see you then.
This is a huge inconvenience for me because I was thinking that I was going to get out today, and
Yes,
then you guys are putting a different attorney. You know,
Mr. McKinney is he's still your attorney. I'm just filling in for him.
There's just nothing the court can do until I get that evaluation back.
Okay, and then also I'm having an issue is like everybody's trying to use my name. Everyone wants to be Jasmine. And it's like, how am I, if y'all are sending me off to court, right? But everybody's like, oh, I'm Jasmine. And then I come in here and you guys give me a whole different attorney. Like, what's
No, ma'am, you don't have another attorney. Mr. McKinney's just on vacation, but he is still your attorney. I need that evaluation, and Mr. McKinney will come see you in the jail.
Yeah, he's still your attorney. I'm just here for today.
Next is Alicia Lyles.
Thank you.
With Alex.
Thank you.
Ms. Lyles?
Brian Moore for Ms. Lyles, Your Honor. The state has made the offer of a 37 months guideline sentence in this case. My intention at this point is to have Ms. Lyles evaluated for some programs that she's interested in. This may become a case where we enter a plea straight to the court at the next court date if the state's not in agreement to those programs. So I'm asking the court to allow me to continue this to that June 12th date.
Okay. Ms. Lyles, do you understand what Mr. Morrow is doing on your case?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, you agree to the continuance?
Yes, sir.
I'll see you back here no later than June 12th. If something happens before that and you want to enter a plea, Mr. Morrow can set it for during one of the jury trial weeks that we have. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Next is Emily Sandlin
Thank you.
with an S.
Thank you.
This is Emily Sandlin, and we do have an agreement reached here for Ms. Sandlin. The agreement calls for Ms. Sandlin in 23 CF 29 to enter a no contest plea. The disposition in that particular case is that she'll be placed on 6 months of community control, which will be followed by 18 months of probation. She'll be assessed $615 in court costs, I believe, $150 in public defender fees. In 22 CF 1183, that is a violation case. Ms. Sandlin would admit the violation. The agreed upon disposition for that case is that her prior supervision would be revoked. She would be sentenced to a concurrent 6 months of community control followed by 18 months of probation, concurrent to the 23 CF 29 case. Special conditions of supervision that she do a mental health evaluation and any recommended treatment. She complete an anger management course. It looks like 22 CF 1689 is also a part of this. That's a probation violation, right? Okay, that's also a probation violation, Your Honor. In that 1689 case, she'll be reinstated to complete the original requirements. I do apologize. It's $967 in court costs on the 23 CF 29 case. $100 cost of prosecution in both of the VOP cases. A total of looks like $350 cost of defense. Looks like Ms. Sandlin was previously adjudicated or will be adjudicated on. Well, that's a bad plea. So yeah, it looks like everything else is. May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. Ms. Sandlin, if you'll raise your right hand, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. You can put your hand down. So just give me a moment. So there's one VOP case that the supervision is going to be revoked, and then a new probation is initiated, and the other one is reinstated.
Apparently.
Okay.
I also show that the warrant is still active for that case. I don't have the service paperwork which reopened the VOP.
You were served on
It was served on Monday.
Yes.
So.
I can
At the
report on
jail.
Monday, and this was the issue that we had on Monday. It was served in after court.
I remember this one. Sorry, this is the one we had served at the jail.
Okay.
They're just letting me know it still shows as active.
When you get back to the jail, talk to ACR, tell them the court
And we
wants the
can't
paperwork.
actually recall it because she's already been served.
So reach
Yeah.
out to the jail, make sure that they send that down. Okay.
So we just need the jail to forward to the clerk's office the return paperwork.
Yes.
I'll reach out to the jail at lunchtime, Your Honor, and ask them to send that down this today.
Ms. Sandlin, did you read the plea agreement?
I did.
Do you understand it?
I do.
Did you discuss it with your attorney?
Twice, I did.
Good. Did he answer all of your questions?
He did. He was very thorough.
Good. And that was my next question. Are you satisfied with his representation?
I am.
Did you sign the plea agreement?
I did.
Ms. Sandlin, I do accept your plea. You're adjudicated guilty. Well, let me ask you, you were previously adjudicated guilty of one of these, of the other case. Is that accurate?
Yes, sir, I believe so. It was ran concurrent with an existing.
Okay.
It looks like there was a previous adjudication, at least in 21 CF 1183.
Okay. So you're adjudicated guilty. You're sentenced to 6 months community control. This is in the new case. 6 months community control followed by 18 months probation. In the 1183 VOP case, your current supervision is revoked and a new term of 6 months community control followed by 18 months probation. All of these sentences are to run concurrently, run at the same time. All monetary assessments mandated by statute or county ordinance are imposed. That's the court cost on the new case. Total of $350 public defender's fee. $200 in cost of prosecution for each of the VOP cases. In 1689, your current supervision is reinstated. In the 1183 case, you'll need to submit to a mental health evaluation within 30 days from today and begin any treatment if it's recommended within 60 days from today. Also in that case, you'll need to enter and successfully complete the anger management course. There's the $40 per month cost of supervision, but you only have to pay that once. I mean, each month, but one time, not times 3 for 3 cases.
Yes, sir.
Did I miss anything for Ms. Sandler? Ms. Sandler, you do have 30 days to appeal this judgment and sentence. If you wish to appeal, it must be in writing. If you cannot afford an attorney to represent you for that appeal, one may be appointed for you. Do you understand your appellate rights?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Have a
Yes,
great day.
ma'am. You too.
Your Honor, may I quickly address Mr. Carter before we take his one break?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Carter. Mr. Carter. In speaking with probation, they've determined that they have approximately 17 hours more community service performed to finish it off. If the state has no objection, I'd ask the court to consider continuing his case to our June date, and we expect compliance before then, Your Honor.
Okay.
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Carter, sir, I'll see you back here on June 19th at 9 o'clock, okay? June 19th. Thank you, sir. Right? You got it. Let's take a 10-minute recess, and then we'll come back and finish up the morning. Thank you.
All rise. We're going to recess for 10 minutes.
South of the courthouse in historic downtown Crestview. Give us a call at 850-398-5389.
Alex Barthay from the UPS store once again, and I wanted to let you know about our Sunday hours. We're open now 7 days a week. Normal hours that you've been expecting, but now we're open Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 3, and that's both our Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, and Eglin Air Force Base locations. So you have things to do, go and do it. Just know the UPS store is going to be here. Again, Sundays 10 until 3 p.m.
Hello, I am Bonnie from Body Be Healthy here in Crestview. We have been serving the area since 1999. We're an alternative health food store. If you're interested in bettering your health, we'd like to invite you to stop by. We're located in Court Plaza. Stop by and let us help you be healthy.
Congratulations, Dixie Dan Powell, for your recent induction into the National Trial Lawyers Top 100. The National Trial Lawyers Top 100 is an organization celebrating premier trial lawyers from across the country who meet stringent qualifications as civil and/or criminal defense lawyers.
Hello, this is Chris Norman at Bulldog Bail Bonds. Our office is in Crestview, Florida, but we service 7 Northwest Florida counties. If you ever find yourself in a jam, please give us a call. We're here to help you out.
For more than 70 years, the sweet aroma of the Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs has permeated the downtown area. If you have not experienced the unique flavor of Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs, then I encourage you to join us for lunch. Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We're located in historic downtown Crestview at 107 North Main Street. Call 850-683-1045. Days Tire Pros makes buying tires simpler. They offer a straightforward approach to tire and auto service that includes nationwide warranties, a hassle-free experience, and a great selection of Michelin tires. No matter what you drive or where you have driven, Michelin has a tire to fit any need. Visit our store in Crestview or online at daystirepros.com. Tire Pros love the drive.
Hey, I'm David at Family Vision of Crestview. We've been providing excellent optical service for Northwest Florida for over 34 years. Come in and let us take care of you.
At Powell, Powell & Powell, we are a family of lawyers working together as a team for our clients. For more information, visit us online today at www.powelllawfirm.com.
This is Tiffany Woodham, State Farm's newest agent in Crestview. I'd like to personally invite you to stop by my office on North Verdon Boulevard for a no-cost policy review. Let me help you start saving today. Call in, walk in, or click in at yourcrestviewagent.com.
Check out the soaps, bath bombs, and other bath and body products, all made by hand with natural ingredients at Hub City Soapery. Visit us at 1092 North Verdon Boulevard in Crestview or shop online at hubcitysoapery.com. Hub City Soapery.
From Tom's Main Street Ice Cream, inviting you to come down and get yourself a banana split, shakes, malts, and we're only a block south of the courthouse. And we have too many flavors to even start mentioning. So come on down and take a look.
CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer since 1999. We're state licensed and insured, family owned and operated with 24 years of local service. We specialize in shingles and metal, re-roofs, repairs, and leak specialists. For all of your roofing needs, call us today or visit our website at cqroofing.com. CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer.
Hi, I'm Amanda Gaskin with Briar Patch Realty. Helping qualifying heroes save money is my passion. When I help a hero buy or sell a home, they receive a check from Homes for Heroes. Check out amandasheroes.com for more information.
Hi, I'm Michael Gilbert, defense attorney with Warrior Law. I represent those accused in Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and Walton County. If you or anyone you know has been accused of a crime, give us a call. We can help.
Back Home Bakery Cafe is 2 blocks from the courthouse on Crestview's historic Main Street. We serve handmade pastries, espresso, and lunch items, and we're open Tuesday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., serving lunch from 11 to 2. We hope to see you soon.
Bad Boys Juicy Beef and Tasty Bird is located at 482 North Wilston Street in historic downtown Crestview, just 1 block from the courthouse. We open at 10 a.m. with amazing lunch specials until 2 p.m., serving incredible burgers, wings, sandwiches, and appetizers. Join us for happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Hope to see you soon.
Hi, I'm Wanda Roberts. For the last 20 years, I've been helping the residents of Northwest Florida buy and sell their properties. My office is just 1 block south of the courthouse in historic downtown Crestview. Give us a call at 850-398-5389.
Alex Barthay from the UPS store once again, and I wanted to let you know about our Sunday hours. We're open now 7 days a week. Normal hours that you've been expecting, but now we're open Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 3, and it's both our Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, and Eglin Air Force Base locations. So you have things to do, go and do it. Just know the UPS store is going to be here. Again, Sundays 10 until 3 p.m.
Hello, I am Bonnie from Body Be Healthy here in Crestview. We have been serving the area since 1999. We're an alternative health food store. If you're interested in bettering your health, we'd like to invite you to stop by. We're located in Court Plaza. Stop by and let us help you be healthy.
Congratulations, Dixie Dan Powell, for your recent induction into the National Trial Lawyers Top 100. The National Trial Lawyers Top 100 is an organization celebrating premier trial lawyers from across the country who meet stringent qualifications as civil and/or criminal defense lawyers.
Hello, this is Chris Norman at Bulldog Bail Bonds. Our office is in Crestview, Florida, but we service 7 Northwest Florida counties. If you ever find yourself in a jam, please give us a call. We're here to help you out.
For more than 70 years, the sweet aroma of the Crestview Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs has permeated the downtown area. If you have not experienced the unique flavor of Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs, then I encourage you to join us for lunch. Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We're located in historic downtown Crestview at 107 North Main Street. Call 850-683-1045. Days Tire Pros makes buying tires simpler. They offer a straightforward approach to tire and auto service that includes nationwide warranties, a hassle-free experience, and a great selection of Michelin tires. No matter what you drive or where you have driven, Michelin has a tire to fit any need. Visit our store in Crestview or online at daystirepros.com. Tire Pros love the drive.
Ryan Morrow for Mr. Cardenas-Ramos. Your Honor, there's 2 matters before the court for Mr. Ramos. We are still waiting to hear back from Keaton, but I expect it will happen in the next week or so. So whatever date we have that's a little closer, I'd ask the court to put us there.
Okay. Mr. Ramos, the first date that I've got is June 12th, but if you want to enter a plea before that date, then Mr. Morrow can set a time. We'll make time for it, okay? One morning early before a trial or something. So I'll see you no later than June 12th. Thank you.
Trusting you.
What's your name, bud?
That's good.
Looks like this gentleman might be represented by Mr. Weaver. Was on the docket.
Are you sent to
Yes.
This is Mr. McKinney's case.
Thank you.
It looks like Mr. McKinney wants to put this on the June 12th docket. I believe Mr. Geskat is in the evaluation process for Keaton a few times.
Okay. So June 12th?
Yes,
June
sir.
15th? Which date do you want?
I would ask for the 12th.
Okay. So I'll see you no later than June 12th.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You got any questions? All right. Later today, if you got nothing else in holding. Your Honor, this is Colby Rhodes. He's got 2 cases, 23 CF 832 and 22 CF 1698. He has reached an agreement with the state to resolve these cases. In 23 CF 832, Mr. Rhodes would enter a no contest plea as charged. The agreed upon sentence in that case is that he will be placed on 18 months of drug offender probation. Curfew will be 10 to 6. He'll perform 24 hours of community service. He'll have no violent contact with Scott Rhodes. He will submit to a substance abuse evaluation and any recommended follow-up treatment, and he will complete an anger management program as a condition of probation. He would be assessed $610 in court costs and $150 in public defender fees in that particular case. There would also be a withhold of adjudication in that case. In 22 CF 1698, that is a probation violation. Mr. Rhodes would admit the violation. That's a misdemeanor battery. The agreed upon sentence is that he would be sentenced to time served in that case. His probation would be revoked and terminated. He would be assessed a $100 cost of prosecution and a $100 public defender fee. He would be adjudicated of the misdemeanor in that case, and I would ask the court to allow him to pay the financial obligations from the 1698 case as part of probation in the 832 case.
Yes, sir.
May I approach?
Yes, sir. Mr. Rhodes, if you'll raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. You can put your hand down. Mr. Rhodes, did you read the plea agreement?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Did you discuss it with your attorney?
Yes.
Did he answer all of your questions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with his representation?
Very.
Did you sign the plea agreement?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Rhodes, I do accept your plea. Adjudication is withheld. In the new case, you're sentenced to 18 months drug offender probation. You'll have curfew from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. You will need to perform 24 hours of community service work, have no violent contact with the victim, submit to a substance abuse evaluation within 30 days from today, begin any treatment if it's recommended within 60 days from today. Enter and successfully complete the anger management course. You'll need to pay the court costs, $150 public defender's fee, and the $40 per month cost of supervision. In the VOP case, you're adjudicated guilty of the misdemeanor. You're sentenced to credit for time served. Your prior supervision is revoked and terminated. You need to pay the $100 cost of prosecution, $150 public defender's fee. Those amounts, you can pay those during your probation in the new case. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Regan.
Yeah, I'm not telling you to take that. This is Mr. Riggins, Your Honor. 22 CF 2826. We will enter denial for this. He does have a new law violation in 23 CF 784. Mr. McKinney has filed a written not guilty plea for that. So we would ask these two cases be set on the same July 10th docket. And obviously, if Mr. McKinney and Mr. Riggins work something out with the state, he'll be advanced on the docket.
Yes, sir. Mr. Riggins, I'll see you no later than July 10th on both of your cases. Thank you.
Michael Tennis.
Your Honor, this is Mr. Tennis. Looks like he's got a violation on this morning's docket. I believe that would be 20 CF 1930. And I don't know, the only note I have is for that 1930 case, but it looks like he's also got some VOPs in 21 CF 2247, 20 CF 1940, and then some new law violations. So I just want to enter a denial on any outstanding VOP arraignment that needs to take place, and ask that his cases remain set. It looks like on the June 15th docket for plea day. So put all the cases on the June 15th docket, Your Honor. That's what I'm asking.
Okay. So you're going to put them all on plea day?
Essentially, yes. I can tell the court that my preference is if I have a client with multiple cases, I want them all together just so I don't lose one or something like that.
Madam Clerk, any problem with, I just want to make sure they don't follow through. At plea day, they're all assigned a pretrial date, right? Okay. Yes, sir. So all of them are set for the plea day.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Jose Briones.
Ryan Morrow from Mr. Briones, Your Honor. He was passed for the Keaton evaluation. He has been approved for Keaton. The state has asked for some time to look again at the file to see if they are okay with offering Keaton as a resolution. So in order to afford them that time, I'd ask Mr. Briones to be put on the next available miscellaneous date, Your Honor.
Okay. To the state, it's going to take you a while to figure out.
Not a long time. I mean, I'm going to have to look at another case as well for this afternoon that I think Mr. Pines is going to put over. So if we wanted to set Mr. Briones for this afternoon, and then on lunch break, I can take a look at that to see if that's something that we would be okay with. I would be okay with that as well.
That was great, Your Honor. I hated for you to sit in there for a month waiting for that. So I'll see you this afternoon if you'll make sure they don't transport it.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Good. Good. Thank you, State.
Brianna needs to be seen this afternoon. Forrest.
Morning.
Ryan Morrow from Mr. Forrest, Your Honor. This is 21 CF 336. The case is VOP. We're going to be entering an admission on VOP with a negotiated plea with the state. The agreement contemplates that we'll reinstate and modify the probation such that the next 6 months are community controlled, complete all original terms and conditions, $100 VOP fee, and $150 cost of defense. I'll pause and give Mr. Forrest an opportunity to sign.
In the adjudication?
He is previously adjudicated, Your Honor. May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. If you raise your right hand, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, sir, yes.
Thank you, sir. You can put your hand out. Well, Mr. Tyler, did you read the plea agreement?
I did.
Do you understand it?
I do.
Did you discuss it with your attorney?
Yes, sir, I did.
Did he answer all of your questions?
Thoroughly.
Are you satisfied with his representation? Did you sign the plea agreement?
Yes, sir, I did.
Mr. Tyler, before I sentence you, let me just tell you a perception I've got. You hold your head up. You make good eye contact. I wish you the best.
Thank you, sir.
You're adjudicated guilty. Your current supervision is reinstated and modified so that in the next 6 months is community controlled, and the balance of it, your probation. You'll need to pay the $100 cost of prosecution, $150 public defender's fee, and all the original terms and conditions are reimposed.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Christian Knopfsinger.
Ryan Morrow from Mr. Knopfsinger, Your Honor. The state has made initially an offer of a guideline sentence, and they've also have suggested treatment courts as a resolution for Mr. Knopfsinger, but unfortunately, due to his status as a violent felony offender of special concern, that has been prohibiting him from participating in either team court or drug court. The way that I see this proceeding at this point will likely be a sentencing hearing, a plea to the bench, and in the meantime, I'm going to have him evaluated for a few local programs. Phoenix House comes to mind, and then also Pathways for, there's another one that the initials are PH and it's evading my name, but there's two that I'm going to have Mr. Knopfsinger evaluated for, and also have a psychological evaluation conducted for mitigation purposes in advance of that hearing, Your Honor. Would it be all right if we continued this matter to 6/12 so I can get those things done?
Yes, sir. So do you want it in the afternoon? You think it's going to be a
My
police
hope,
straight up?
Your Honor, is that when I'm armed with that information that I'm seeking, that perhaps we can resolve this with a plea that's negotiated and not a sentencing hearing, so I'm not asking for the afternoon. at this
Let's
time.
do it on June 15th.
That'd be fine, Your Honor.
So June 15th at 9 o'clock. Mr. Knopfinger, I'll see you then.
Next is Quentin Purnell.
Thank you.
Ryan Morrow for Mr. Purnell, Your Honor. This is 22 CF 519. The case is VOP. We've had a negotiated plea with the state. The agreement contemplates that we'll be asking the court to revoke and terminate the supervision, sentence Mr. Purnell to 6 months in the county jail with credit for all time served, $100 VOP fee, $150 cost defense, all financials reduced to a lien 1 year after release. I'll pause, give Mr. Purnell an opportunity to sign.
Purnell, if you'll raise your right hand, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. You can put your hand up. Mr. Purnell, did you read the plea agreement?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign it?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Purnell, I do accept your plea. You're adjudicated guilty. You're sentenced to 6 months in the Okaloosa County Jail with credit for all time served. You'll need to pay the $100 cost of prosecution, $150 public defender's fee. Those amounts, as well as all other outstanding financials, will go to a civil lien or judgment 1 year from your release from the jail if you don't pay it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Next is Stephen Rogers.
Ryan Morrow for Mr. Rogers, Your Honor. I'm not certain, but this may be a first time up. I'll enter denial for Mr. Rogers if that hasn't already been done. And the state has suggested Keaton as a resolution for this case. I'm going to have Mr. Rogers evaluated for that program, and we'll come back with a resolution hopefully before the next court date, Your Honor.
Mr. Rogers, do you understand what your attorney's doing on your case?
No.
Okay. So, Mr. Morrow, why don't you explain it? So you're going to... Yeah. To the state, what is the offer to Mr. Rogers?
You can give me just a second for my email to finally finish opening that it's been working on for 10 minutes. So.
Okay. Mr. Rogers, just in the past, when you've come out, you've had questions, you've done different things. So that was why I wanted to make sure that you understood what was going on. So let's hear what the state's offer is to you, okay?
Yes, ma'am, sir.
Okay.
Oh, it finally told me it's not responding, so.
I've got it.
Okay.
Screenshot it. It's perfect. The offer from the state was sent to me earlier in the week. It was, I'm sorry, I keep losing my spot. Adjudicate, reinstate, remainder of supervision as drug offender probation with Keaton, 7 to 7 curfew, and $100 VOP fee. And the reason, Your Honor, I'm asking for the continuance and having the Keaton evaluation, I understand Mr. Rogers isn't necessarily interested in that, but I kind of am foreseeing this going to a plea to the court, and right now that's what the state's offered. I wanted him to have the option, if he decides that he's not inclined to enter a plea to the court, have the option of Keaton if he decides he's averse to the risk of that plea to the court.
So what does his score sheet show?
I don't score out to Keaton.
He's at
as far as
39 points. The underlying score sheet, I believe 33. If he was adjudicated the VOP, he'd be here with 39 and change, Your Honor. So not quite mandatory prison.
Okay. Good. Mr. Rogers, you knew that?
Yes.
He did.
Okay. Mr. Morrow, so you want a continuance where you can look at Keaton?
As counsel, I am asking for a continuance so he can be evaluated for the program. I don't think that Mr. Rogers is particularly interested in Keaton. I just want the court to have the discretion to do that so we can avoid DOC potentially if the court is more inclined to order treatment than DOC in a sentencing hearing. So that's my advice. If he is in no way interested in Keaton at all and he wants to plead today, that's his prerogative. But my advice today would be to continue the case and have that Keaton evaluation. But if he's not at all interested in Keaton, I won't waste the time.
I understand. Mr. Rogers, just know that, you know, Mr. Morrow is doing what I've asked in the past.
Correct.
If somebody says, Judge, we're thinking about Keaton, I go, has he been approved?
Right.
And if you haven't, then I don't have that option. It's an easy decision for me to make because I don't have it.
Correct.
I have no idea what I'd sentence you to.
Correct. I understand.
You decide what you think's in your best interest with advice of counsel.
As of right now, it's the first time in my life that I've actually had something together, and I cannot afford. I mean, the time that I've been incarcerated, a lot has changed in my situation. But I went from seeing you. I haven't been in jail for almost a year. I've been doing great. Kind of got overwhelmed and fell back on bad habits.
Hold on, don't.
Oh, I
just know everything's being recorded.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you want to plead straight up, then
yes.
you need to talk to Mr. Morrow. We can bring you back this afternoon if you want to.
Yes, sir.
Or you can talk to him.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you decide to do something different this afternoon, we'll do that too.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Thank you.
So I'll see you this afternoon.
God bless.
Thank you, sir. Sorry for the confusion.
None of it?
Next is Daniel Salisbury.
Ryan Morrow for Mr. Salisbury, Your Honor. This is 20 CF 2181 and 21 CF 1086. This is going to be a negotiated plea on these VOPs, Your Honor, and the agreement contemplates that we'll be asking the court to revoke and terminate the supervision and sentence Mr. Salisbury to 28.425 months in the Department of Corrections with all time served, all cases, all counts concurrent, $100 VOP fee, $150 cost of defense, all financials to reduce to lien 1 year after his release. I'll pause, give Mr. Salisbury an opportunity to sign.
Okay. I don't know who keeps track of 1 year, but for them to say 1 year after 28 months, I think that's going to be hard to pull off.
Okay.
I don't know who. Does the clerk keep track of that? Yeah. And y'all will do that far out? Okay. As long as they'll do it.
That's how I always wrote it up in a scheme of the account. You know, that's kind of something I brought over with me just to avoid additional interest where possible.
Good.
May I
Yes,
approach?
sir. Makes sense. Yes, sir. Mr. Salisbury, if you'll raise your right hand, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. You can put your hand down. First off, is there a score sheet for Mr. Salisbury?
We'll supply one later, Judge.
There will
What
be,
is-
Your Honor, and
what is it?
that represents a guideline.
65.9 points.
Okay.
So this is a guideline sentence.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Mr. Salisbury, are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medication?
No, Your Honor.
Have you ever been treated for any mental illness or emotional disturbance, or are you suffering from any of those at this time?
No, sir.
How far did you go in school?
I graduated.
From high school?
Yes, sir.
Did you read the plea agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Did you discuss it with your attorney?
I did.
Did he answer all of your questions?
He did.
Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign the plea
I
agreement?
did.
Mr. Salisbury, do you understand that if I accept your plea, that you're waiving your right to an evidentiary hearing where the state would have to prove the violation of probation against you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions for the court or your attorney or the state?
No, sir.
Mr. Salisbury, I do accept your plea. You're adjudicated guilty. Your current supervision is revoked and terminated. You're sentenced to 28.425 months with the Department of Corrections with credit for all time served, and that's to run concurrently, run at the same time. You'll need to pay the $100 cost of prosecution, $150 public defender's fee, Those amounts, as well as all other outstanding financials, will go to a civil lien or judgment 1 year after your release from prison if you don't pay them then.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Salisbury, you do have 30 days to appeal this judgment and sentence. If you wish to appeal, it must be in writing. If you cannot afford an attorney to represent you for that appeal, one may be appointed for you. Do you understand your appellate rights?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Next is John Schaefer.
Brian Morrow for Mr. Schaefer, Your Honor. Two matters before the court. These are 20 CF 1126 and 20 CF 1128. Through a negotiated plea with the state, the agreement contemplates that we'll ask the court to revoke and terminate the supervision, sentence Mr. Schaefer to 8 months in the county jail with credit for all time served, to be served concurrently on both counts. I'm sorry, Your Honor. $100 BOP fee, $150 cost of defense, all financials to reduce to a lien 1 year after release. I'll pause and give Mr. Schaefer an opportunity to sign.
Mr. Schaefer, if you'll raise your right hand, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. You can put your hand down. Mr. Schaefer, did you read the plea agreement?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Did you discuss it with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did he answer all of your questions?
Yes, sir.
Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign the plea agreement?
Yes, sir.
May I approach?
Yes, sir, please. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Mr. Schaefer, you're adjudicated guilty. Your prior supervision is revoked and terminated. You're sentenced to 6 months in the Okaloosa County Jail with credit for all time served, and that's to run concurrently, run at the same time on each count. You'll need to pay the $100 cost of prosecution, $150 public defender's fee. Those amounts, as well as all other outstanding financials, will go to a civil lien if you fail to pay them within 1 year after getting released from the jail. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Kirk Lousy.
Losi.
Hello, Mr. Lizzie. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we're still good on this, though, right? I'll keep an eye out for this. And what I'll do is I'll go back to the office today and I'll double check and make sure I don't have it. If I do, I'll mail it to you. They hold it. Okay. Your Honor, this is Mr. Losi in 22 CF 2058. He is prepared to enter a plea today. I was just discussing with Mr. Losi the fact that I'm going to go back and double check the discovery, make sure we don't have the DNA analysis. But he does want to enter the plea today. I will check on that today to make sure that if we have it, I'll get him a copy of it. But today he wants to enter a plea as charged in 22 CF 2058. The agreed upon disposition is he'll be sentenced to 66.5 months in the Department of Corrections with credit for all time served. That sentence will be concurrent to any other sentence that he receives in any other case. Whether it's prior case, there's a CRD violation that he's going to have to deal with, so this is concurrent to that. $615 in court costs, $150 in public defender fees. He's previously been adjudicated.
Okay, yes, sir. Mr. Losi, if you'll raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. You can put your hand down. Mr. Lucy, the first thing is, I don't know if you'd call it a pocket sentence, but there's no such thing as a pocket sentence. It can't say that this is your sentence for something that has happened in the future, or that's going to happen in the future, or for any other case that is pending at this point. I can say that this sentence will run concurrently, run at the same time with any other sentence you're on at this time, but it can't be something that's in the future, just so you know that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medication?
Medication, yes, sir.
Okay, what is that for?
Antidepressant, mood stabilizer.
Okay. So, Mr. Losey, if I accept your plea, what are you going to be sentenced to?
66.5 months.
Where?
In the Department of Corrections.
Okay. Mr. Losey, did you read the plea agreement?
I did.
Do you understand it?
I do.
Did you discuss it with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did he answer all of your questions?
Yes, sir.
Are you satisfied with his representation?
I am.
Did you sign the plea agreement?
I did.
How far did you go in school?
College, sir.
Good. Do you understand that if I accept your plea that you're waiving your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions for the court or your attorney or the state?
No, sir, just what we briefly discussed when I came in. Other than that.
As far as the DNA?
Yes, sir.
And you understand that this isn't contingent on anything from the DNA. You don't have the right to come back. If that DNA analysis comes back and says something, you can't unravel this plea agreement if I accept it today. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. You hesitated.
I would really like to have all the discovery to be able to consider. If there's a.
It's up to you whether you want to enter the plea or not.
Yeah, I was just talking to Mr. Gomez. Both he and I are unaware if there's DNA. I'll be honest with the court. DNA analysis is, I won't say it's going the way of dinosaurs, but you see it less and less. So I don't know if the officers here ever submitted anything for DNA analysis. I don't believe I've received any reports from DNA.
Okay. So you're not aware of any DNA?
I'm not aware of any. I don't even know if it was sent off. I don't.
Okay.
Well, there was that FDLE receipt.
Okay.
From Brandon Small, a hat and a pair of pants. These items were sent along with the vocal swab.
Okay.
Okay. Just so both of you know, the state and the defense, that could be considered newly discovered evidence if Mr. Losey comes back and wants to unravel it, or seek to do that.
Understood.
Just so you know.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Losey, I do accept your plea. You're adjudicated guilty. You're sentenced to 66.5 months with the Department of Corrections with credit for all time served, and that's to run concurrently with any of your existing sentences. All monetary assessments mandated by statute or county ordinance are imposed. That's the court cost. You'll need to pay the $150 public defender's fee. Those amounts will go to a civil lien or judgment. You do have 30 days to appeal this judgment and sentence. If you wish to appeal, it must be in writing. If you cannot afford an attorney to represent you for that appeal, one may be appointed for you. Do you understand your appellate rights?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
I'll call.
Richardson, 130.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mr. Gomez, thank you, sir.
Yep.
Judge Roden.
Thank you, sir.
What's that? I think so. It's about to do the afternoon.
Your Honor, are we through your morning docket?
Yes. Sorry?
Are we through with your morning docket?
Yes, Madam Clerk says we are.
I didn't know when you wanted to hear Mr. Jonas and Mr. Rogers' case, so I can come back for 1:30 or for 2:30 for that. Okay.
Okay.
Understood.
Sounds good.
May I be excused?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor?
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, this is Ms. Richardson. If we could pass Ms. Richardson to the afternoon, I know Ms. Davis just stepped out. I have proposed a plea to a paraphernalia count on this. I don't want to miss if that's acceptable, I don't want to miss this opportunity. So I'm just asked to put Ms. Richardson off for the afternoon docket.
Ms. Richardson, I'll see you later this afternoon, okay? You'll make sure they don't transport Ms. Richardson. Don't transport them. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Next is Ann Waite. Go ahead.
Okay, that's fine. Your Honor, this is Ms. Waite. We will acknowledge receipt of a 3-count information and or not guilty plea, waive the formal reading, and I believe this is already on the July 10th docket. Just asked to leave it set on that docket. It's a trafficking case. I don't necessarily think that'll be resolved, but I don't know what Mr. McKinney's plans are. So.
Sure. Ms. Wade, I'll see you on July 10th, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right.
Next is Angela Watson.
I'll tell the person you want to talk to them about a bond motion. Okay. Probably June. Okay. Your Honor, this is Ms. Watson. There is a 2-count information. We will waive the formal reading, enter a not guilty plea. I'll ask that she remain on the July 10th docket. However, I will notify Mr. McKinney that she's interested in a possible bond motion, potentially have that before the court next month.
Good. Ms. Watson, I'll see you no later than July 10th, but hopefully I'll see you before that.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next is Paul Ledger.
Thank you.
I know. Every time.
Every time.
No intent.
Your Honor, Your Honor, this is Paul Leger. Mr. Leger is going to accept the state's offer. I don't have a plea form written up, but this is a plea as charged. And it's going to be essentially, well, it is. Mr. Leger would enter a no contest plea as charged. The agreed upon dispositions to be sentenced to time served. Be assessed $615 in court costs and $150 in public defender fees. And he's previously been adjudicated.
Okay. Mr. Leger, if you'll raise your right hand, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you, sir. You can put your hand down. So if I accept your plea, you'd be adjudicated guilty of the felony, you'd be sentenced to time served, you'd be waiving your right to a trial by jury. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Have any questions for the court or your attorney of the state?
Yes, sir.
I do accept your plea. You're adjudicated guilty. You're sentenced to credit for time served. All monetary assessments mandated by statute or county ordinance are imposed. That's the court cost and the $150 public defender's fee. Thank you. How long would you like to pay those amounts before they go to a civil lien or judgment?
I need at least 3 months.
Okay.
3 months.
Yes, sir. So if you fail to pay it within 3 months, then they'll go to a civil lien or judgment. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, this is Mr. Odom. I would ask the court to put Mr. Odom on the 1:30 docket. I've talked to Mr. Gomez. He's going to look into potentially pleading this to a lesser charge here. So I would definitely want Mr. Odom to stay here, and we'll talk to him again in this afternoon.
Good. Mr. Odom, I'll see you this afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Before you come out, okay? Yes, sir.
Allison, you'll make sure Mr. Odom's not transferred.
Next is Victor Robinson. Robinson.
Your Honor, this is Victor Robinson in 23 CF 702. It looks like Mr. McKinney filed a written not guilty plea. I would just ask that the court leave this on the July 10th docket. If there's any sort of early disposition, Mr. McKinney will advance it.
Okay. Mr. Robinson, I'll see you no later than July 10th, but if you wish to enter a plea before that date, we'll make time for you, okay? Thank you, sir.
This is Johnny Conklin.
Yeah, I've already filed that in discovery yesterday. Okay. Your Honor, this is Mr. Trombley in 23 CF 791. Mr. McKinney filed a written not guilty plea. Yesterday, we should have filed a reciprocal discovery, a statement from the alleged victim in the case. So, Mr. McKinney, I'm sure we'll talk to Mr. Trombley and Ms. Davis about that. But all we can do today is, he's already filed a written not guilty plea. Leave this on the July 10th docket.
Mr. Trombley, I'll see you no later than July 10th.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Next is Sophia Washington.
So we're just going to leave this on the July 10th docket. Okay. Your Honor, this is Mr. Washington. Looks like Mr. McKinney's already filed a written not guilty plea. I know Mr. Washington was just expressing desire for a motion to suppress, which I'm making a note for Mr. McKinney to talk to Mr. Washington about.
Good.
So just ask this stay on the July 10th docket.
Mr. Washington, I'll see you no later than July 10th. Thank you, sir.
Last is Barry Young. Mr. Young.
I'm just filling in Jason today. So if you guys going over this offer for probation? Yes. Okay, do you want this today? Yeah, it looks like it. Do you want to take this? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me do this without a plea. You can just do it orally. Your Honor, this is Mr. Young. Mr. Young has an offer for a year of probation. He does want to accept that. I don't know if the court wants me to prepare a written plea agreement.
No, sir, that's fine.
Okay. So today, Mr. Young will enter a plea as charged. The agreed upon disposition is that he'll be placed on 12 months of probation. Special conditions of supervision will be that he will perform 24 hours of community service. He will submit to a substance abuse evaluation within 30 days, begin any recommended treatment within 60 days. He would be assessed court costs of $610. There would be a withhold of adjudication.
And then there'd be a $150 public defender's fee.
I'm sorry, yes.
And it's $40 per month.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Young, if you'll raise your right hand, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. You can put your hand up. Mr. Young, where I don't do a bait and switch on you. if you decide that you want to enter this plea, you would be waiving your right to a trial by jury. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
And the sentence would be a withhold of adjudication, 12 months probation. You'd have to perform 24 hours of community service work, submit to a substance abuse evaluation within 30 days from today, begin any treatment if it's recommended within 60 days from today. You'd have to pay the court costs, $150 public defender fee, and $40 per month cost of supervision.
Yes.
Is that what you wish to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Young, I do accept your plea, and that's your sentence. Okay?
All right, thank you. So I'll be released today then?
Yes, sir. You can. And when you're released, you need to report to probation today, okay? Yes, sir. Probation is right there. They're trying to hand you something. I think we're in recess until 1:30.
I think looking at cases set for trial, I think it's probably going to be something that we need to look at getting an